It's Thursday, April 28th, 2022. After seeing all the bugs in this tree, I decided spring is sprung. It's time for a garden walk. Down here, I have some lavender a friend has brought me. They were itty bitty little plants with just like one little stick on them. They're growing so well. Oh yeah, most of them were like this. They're just little tiny things, but they're growing so nice. Oh yeah, and I've been working on my rock garden. Straightening up all my little fossils I collect. This, of course, is coquina from Florida. And these are my sparklies. I don't know if you could see them. Looks like most of them got knocked down. But all of them have crystals in them. They're wet, so yeah, it's hard to tell. But when they dry, they're gorgeous. So I did this all the way around the house. I've been working on edging and killing all the weeds that grow in the sidewalk and move all those rocks out, organized and replanted around my little bits of lavender. I think it'll be really nice towards the end of the summer. I haven't planted this yet, but usually I put sweet peas on there. These are my blueberries. They're just starting to wake up. There's little signs of life. And of course I have a couple yellow tulips, and this is garlic someone had given me. And there's a few random strawberries in there. Cowslip I just found is edible. I haven't tried it yet. A couple more tulips. And these, I was told, are endangered flowers. They're called snake something, but they're natural and native. Really cute little things. I don't know why that guy fell over. Looks like a bloom didn't make it. Oh well. There'll be more. Hyacinth, grape hyacinth. Oh, that blue color is really cool. Most of them are purple, as you can see over there and over there. Maybe I'll make it around, but there's I'll try to keep the video under an hour. These will be lupins. I bought them. They're a dark red color. We have all the other colors naturally. I think this is some type of a tulip, but it was also here when I came. And 3 more blueberries that are also just starting to wake up. They're a great summer snack. I could come out here and get strawberries and blueberries. I'm thinking of repurposing this whole area for chickens though. There's garlic and onions and parsley and stuff planted in there. This is what kind of surprised me today. Maybe you could hear the buzz. This willow is just full of pollinators. Some of them are bees. Some of them are not. I don't know what they are, but they're happy. Believe it or not, we just mowed the yard. All those dandelions popped right back up all across the way. I think the last part of the yard we mowed was that section over there with the least dandelions. But yes, here's the purples with some other hyacinth in there. And I planted those lilies maybe a year or 2 ago. I planted most of them up underneath the trees, so I don't get to see them. I should probably replant them. Oh, and here's something kind of cool by our trash can and mailbox. This is going to be lavender? No, not lavender. That's by the house. They smell really sweet and you can make syrup with it. Lilac. Oh, habits. Oh my gosh, there's stuff in here. I'll come back to that. I always open it. I don't ever expect to see anything. Here's some failed tree attempts. I don't know why. Maybe they don't have enough protection. This really opens straight to the fjord. There's water all around us. Water, water, water. Garage. Water, water, water. Water, water, water. Once the trees fill in, we won't see so much, but during the winter, it's completely open. So I'm trying to plant some trees for protection. This one looks like it's hanging in there a little bit. So these are cherry trees. They haven't quite opened up yet, but they're starting to. They'll have beautiful flowers. Here's a wild bunch. I've been mowing around them for a year. I think I might try to relocate them to the edge of the property where it's open, because they look so nice here. But as you can see, the wind breaks them sometimes. And what else do we have? These are soul bear, also known as currants. These will be black currants. As you can see, covered in flowers. Berries are coming soon. Oh, and that is garlic mustard. It makes a good pesto. I'll be picking some of that later. Here we have, let's see, trees I planted. This one came with the house. It's a pear tree. So did this big apple, that big apple. All the big trees were already here, but I added in the rest of the rows here. I'm going for a grocery store garden, like David the Good has done. It's not as evolved, but over time it will be. I want to do partner planting, so I have rhubarb, which will be like a medium height plant. Then I'll have ground cover, strawberries and such. This right here is a good chop and drop, and it has pretty purple flowers, comfrey. And this is some red rhubarb. I think it's time for me to maybe repot it again. I maybe put too many in the pot. So I'll be moving some to the yard and giving it some more room. It flowered the first year I planted it there. I did separate it, but I ran out of wood chips. I really want a wood chipper. That's high on my priority list. So here's another pear tree. And then over here is a plum. This is also something I planted. It's just now starting to bud. I'm happy I haven't seen this with flowers on it yet. I do need to maybe train these branches down some so they grow out instead of up. Same with this. Here is a, I believe it is a Jupiter peach. Just now starting to get some beautiful little flowers. I don't think this one had flowers either, but as you can see, some of the tops are frozen. I think I'll just cut them off and hopefully it regrows. But I also need to maybe start trying to chain the branches out instead of up, so that I could reach them later on. Here is a cherry I bought, because the cherry trees we have, they're tiny and bitter. They're not so sweet. But this one also is covered in blooms. I can't wait to see fruit from it. Hopefully I get some before the birds take it all. They're pretty greedy. And this is a third pear. I had a little pear thing on it, but I think that's sun-dried and broke. I'd say this one's probably the first one that started getting its leaves, so the flowers are right on the edge of blooming. I can't wait to see them. And then over here in the distance, we have one rhubarb. We really like it, so I planted a lot of it. It's one of the first things to bounce back and be ready. Now these are called Stickles Bear. Gooseberries, and it too is covered. So I cut some off. I'll show you in the big woods on the other side. I cut some branches, kept them in a pot for the first year, planted them towards the end of last year, and they have gone crazy. These are some more ribes or soul bears or currants. Another one of those. Some sort of a mystery tree. Maybe a rose? No, it looks more like a tree. I'll have to get an ID on that. It should be edible. Smells kind of tasty. And then here we have another berry. So these are some of my grocery row gardens, or the beginning workings of it anyway. As you can see, there is a lot of grass, and it is a lot of work to dig it up and get rid of it and plant it, but a little bit at a time. And you know, being the Florida girl I am, I have to do some citrus. So I've been spreading my seeds back into the dirt. They smell beautiful, and I can tell the difference a little bit. Like, I think that's lime, there's a lemon, and a couple blood navels. The leaves smell slightly different. Lettuce and basil, not much to see here yet. Potting station. I dump all the dirt in there, mix it up, repot into cloth pots. It's really good for regulating water. The roots don't get bound. Hopefully I'll have tomatoes soon. And this is, there's one lettuce that's self-sowed in there. I mean, I have lettuce growing in the cracks of the driveway because I let my lettuce go to seed. And I let the seeds just fly everywhere. I'm hoping maybe lettuce will take over the grass. I'd rather eat lettuce than grass. Here is our little cafe. Hopefully we can make it into a greenhouse. Gotta fix the roof. Womp womp. The winter killed it a little bit. But we have a grape here. It's not looking so hot. But I just started watering it. Hopefully it'll come back. It'll be nice to have our own grapes. I know there's other people who grow grapes in the neighborhood, so it can make it. But maybe next time I'll try it in the ground. And this is our passion flower. We made a wall bank with hagstones for it to grow on. I painted one to look like an owl, because it looked like an owl. It hasn't woken up yet, but I've been watering it, so it should wake up soon. It came back last year anyway. And these are golden berries, or Chinese lanterns, or they're a type of tomato with a little cap on them. Oh, we also planted some new pine trees. I grew them from seeds. We'll go take a quick look at them. I don't have shoes on, so I don't want to go into the tall grass. But it was a free project. There's 2, 4, 6, and 8. I suppose they probably cut down the stumps for the view, but I tend to keep them like hedge-like. So, oh, and that's an elderberry bush, 2 of them. They're kind of planted all around. Willows. Everything kind of looks the same right now. This will have yellow flowers on it, and then later on berries. And this is the beginning of our Willow Farm. As There's a hawthorn that was already here. It looks like our willows have made it. They're coming back up. Nels didn't mow this corner because there's all sorts of little flower plant things. Yeah, see this. So I guess I'll have to take care of this later. But our willow's starting. The idea was to make like maybe if I step back, a little protected area. So we'll have a wall here to the corner and then around. And then somewhere we'll like open it up to make like a gazebo type of thing. That's our plan, our ideas there. What else do we have going on? Oh, I haven't seen my, what are they called yet? See, there's some of my flowers. I transplanted them from our old house. I'm looking for hostas. They're all through here. I'm getting a little worried. I don't see them yet. I know where they're planted, but I don't know. They've survived outside for many years. They should be coming. I just don't see them yet. Ow! Son of a bitch. Thorn got me. There's another rhubarb. Oh, apple mint is starting to come up. There's apple mint all in here. Makes a good tea. It's got furry leaves, tastes like apples. Here's the casing from one of the golden berries. They come with a little paper shell. I think that's why they call them Chinese lanterns. You eat the yellow berry out the middle. Here's our not so glamorous compost pile. Some honesty. We're working on building a little bit of a windbreaker here because that area is open. There's our woods on the other end. Let's take a shoe break. My new bicycle. I'm so happy I have transportation again. Whoever stole my bike, they could keep it. I'm over it now. Now that I have a new bicycle. It's really hard living so far from town. I mean, I can't even see. There's a little weekend grocery store up in there at the holiday center, but town is 4 kilometers that way. And so it's a bit of a trip, especially when you come out of the grocery store thinking you have something to put all those groceries on, and you find out there's nothing there. Just an empty spot, or somebody else's bike parked where yours was at. Let's start on this side and we'll go back up. So I think that yellow one's the rain tree. Here we have more lilacs. They don't smell yet, but it's coming. All these dark purple things are going to turn into beautiful purple flowers. Those might be seeds. They might have blown away already. But we'll see. A couple cowslips, and here's a little, I think it's called bridal crown. I planted that last summer. So that'll be a nice visitor every spring. Oh, these are starting to open. They're a lot like azaleas, but they call them something else. Those look like they could be seeds. Maybe I'll put some in dirt, see if they grow. What else? It's our woodsy area. Oh, I love these guys. These big, fat, fuzzy bees. They're just doing their own business. That's a little bit of jasmine vine. This is kind of growing all wild. So like the flowers all up in here. I don't know what the purple, well, the bluish ones, I'm not sure what they are. The purple is Honesty. But they're still starting to open up. I think, oh, they smell so sweet. Bluebells, that's what these are called. Don't eat them. Yeah, but the other ones are different. It just smells beautiful now. But I have them all up in here. This tree gets, oh my. It is also covered in pollinators. Everything's just a buzz. Trying to get around the whole garden. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. But this is our little forest walkway we made last year. It goes around the corner. Over here is my hammock spot. Oh, did my tree die? Oh no, I'm using the next tree over. But we leave the dead standing wood for the critters. So there's my hammock tree. And that one. It seems a little open now, but as soon as this tree blooms, it's going to be closed in. And this one above me is a marabelle. I'm still eating the jelly. I made so much jelly. I dehydrated them and did everything you could think of to do with some fruit. And then over here, this pathway leads back up to the house. Oh, this is where I got my gooseberries from. And there's some more soulberries growing there straight ahead. And also right up in here's a little group. Mostly the birds get to eat all these because I'm going to make me my own garden so the birds can have what they want. I don't even know what these are for, except for maybe wind protection. I really don't like them. They just grow everywhere out of control. And I have some more flowers planted here. Oh yeah, I think we've already come up in here. Everything's just starting like this one. Looks like an onion. Let's see. I don't know what this is, but we'll clean it out and keep an eye on it, see what happens. More honesty and just a hodgepodge, mix match of all sorts of flowers. Most of them are bulb plants that are just waking up. There's something that looks like a elephant ear type plant. We have these scattered around the property. If anyone knows what it is, let me know. And then also those. I think they have a flower because I planted some up by my cafe. Yeah, here's another broadleafy plant. They look like those things you find in flower arrangements. I had a little pathway going through there, but it seems to have grown back over. Maybe I can try to come out this way. Look at the windmills. I don't trust them because two are facing one way and another's facing a different way. Actually, look. Those down the street are also facing their own direction. There's not very much wind though. This has pretty flowers. They're just starting to come out. But once it fills up, you won't even be able to see into the garden at all. And then we have a ton of roses. They just grow wild. Oh, these guys, they only bloom every other year. I need to find some way to offset that so I could have them blooming on alternating years. I'm thinking if I collect seeds and plant them on the year that they aren't blooming, maybe I'll get some on the years that they are blooming, and I could have them bloom every year, because they seed one year for the following year. Oh, starting to come open. I need to find out what these are too. And so this will be my little walkway. Sorry, I'm probably doing horrible with the camera. But here's another hawthorn. These are edible now that they're just now starting to come out. I think the English call them like bread and butter. Danish call them thorn. And my new raspberry garden. I'm pretty happy about this because it's been a lot of work planting potatoes and harvesting every year. So now we got something that's just going to do its own thing. And another little side rhubarb. And with that, I think I'll end this video. I got some more garlics and onions growing on their own back there. I was sad because I forgot to dig them up. I didn't think they would make it. Oh, mushrooms. There's a big weird one. I got a couple more mystery mushrooms. Right up here. That's not a mushroom. That's a cat skull. But there's this one. Let's see if I can get a good picture. This tree's probably dead. And we got some white fungus. There's just all sorts of stuff growing on this tree. Huh. There's something in the woods. I think it's a bird. Oh yeah, one more tree I planted. This is a 5-apple tree. Who goes there? So it's got 5 types of apples. It's got green apples, red apples. And it's blooming. Oh my gosh. Every branch literally has a different type. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, maybe there's 6 places. There's one. Here's one. Unfortunately, I think the apples are heavy enough so it weighed down the branches. But this one I would like to grow out more. Yeah, and these are called Snowberries, but they're so thick. Not quite sure what this one is or what it does. This one has some beautiful flowers. It's about time for me to deadhead it. I'll come back with my scissors. And I have a bunch of tulips up in here. But it's already grown and so thick I can't hardly see them. And so I have a few different types of this lilac around the yard. There's white French lilac, purple, light purple, dark purple. Let's look up in here. Oh yeah, there's a bud. Can you see it? I don't know what I was thinking when I planted them all the way up in there. Must have been winter. And our Christmas tree. I want more evergreens. This is the only evergreen patch we have. And butterfly bushes. Oh, this is a mess. I have to mow in between all these little trees, and otherwise they're gonna get choked out by the weeds. So I usually try to do it with my weed eater. It takes a full charge to do it. I would like to figure out, I mean, it could just grow in thick like the bushes do, but I really don't like those scraggly bushes. Maybe I should just plant more lilac trees. They're really pretty, but as you could see, someone cut this down to the base and it really hasn't recovered. Now, this would be a nice hedge tree in about 100 years. I saw one up the street that was like 120. My poor little troll tree doesn't seem to have made it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try again on this because this is something that I really wanted. I was thrilled to find it, but I didn't make it. I can't remember what theirs are called, but they have a beautiful display. There's some box hedges. You could see how the winter has done it. It's just dead on the windy side because there's the water. So I guess we do need more protection. This has citrus smelling flowers. Birds love it. There's a big bird's nest in there. My daffodils are starting to die back, but there's still a few up here. And this is a tour of my yard. These are fun too. This is another type of ribes. Most of them don't have these big, beautiful, showy flowers, and it also has blue-colored berries. Neil said they're probably not edible, but I read online that all forms are, so we'll see. I'll do some more research, see what I could find out. This is a willow tree. We had two, but the wind took out one. It's coming back though, but it's just not as awesome as this one. And that's it.